Good afternoon. This is maybe old Salt Gamer. Made a few changes in here. I'm getting lots of ore. I'd like to figure out a way to automate this, and I can do it, of course, but the only way I can think of is to add a bunch of stackers, stackers and sorters, which I might end up doing. I might put them up top here. These have got lots of room up there. And I've been eating bread. And I might have to plant a few more wheat. I just made a new bread. Because I'm not sure if I'm keeping up with wheat or not. It's close. Oops. I hate ladders. The only other thing I see is I may have to watch this because I moved Amy further away, and she does get hung up on that corner sometimes. She made it that time. So I went out and redid that a little bit. She's coming in and dumping now. There we go. Oh, that's cobalt. So that'll go right through once it gets there. But you can see with the wireless batteries, it charges while it's unloading, but at the moment she's not getting back to 100%. See how close it gets here. I'm not in danger of running out of battery yet. Yeah. But if she stays out longer, this might become an issue down the road. Maybe not. I'll have to keep an eye on it. I may have to add a line of code in here to say, hey, if you're at 50%, sit here until you're at 100 or something like that. Just to make sure she doesn't run out and sit there. Now I added some code for the weather station, and I had a storm and it didn't work. I had to run out there and get Amy, and she got 9% damage because in the storm. I did hit the recall button, so it was coming back, and I managed to find her pretty quick. But I redid that code, so I'm kind of waiting for the next storm to see if that works now, because it didn't before. I added a second arc furnace because one arc furnace couldn't keep up with Amy. She's just mining too fast, as you can see. These are all 500 stacks of iron. I'm getting a ton of stuff. And I've actually started getting some more gold, but not as much. Copper and stuff like that. There's my... Oop, there's another one. So I've been putting the 50s up here. This should not be 50, so we'll put that down here. Those are all 50 cobalt, so I got enough to make some of the other ores. Now, since I ran these through the arc furnace, I don't think this will... I think that degasses them. Although I might be incorrect on that, but I believe it degasses them. But it doesn't matter. With her mining, Amy mining, I got enough volatiles and oxygen to supply an army. Because it just automatically gets done. But no storm yet. The other thing I did, I've got a lot of extra cables because this is how I was testing this. I added these three. I know I said I didn't want to add a bunch of these. I could put all of these on one, but I want it to work fast. And the electroprint at this point, basically what these do, let me show you. I think it's on my computer still. And this is the electrostacker. I took the yield out of here because I wanted this to work faster, and I'll tell you why in a second. But basically, I left all these in here. It was just easier. Doesn't matter. But this is the electrostacker system. Basically, comes down here. The first thing it does is clears the memory, and then this is a call saying don't go back up here because the memory's already cleared. So then it loads the import count of the stacker that's attached to the electric printer. If there's nothing in it, it skips this line and goes back to cleared, and this just loops until I print something out. Oh, my light just went out. The same thing happened the last time I was doing a video. But anyway, if there is something in the import count, then it goes down to elect on, because this will be 1 and that's greater than 0. So it goes down to elect on. It loads the export count. If there's still something in the export count, it loops like this until the setting, say if I have set to print 2 coils, once it reaches 2 and it checks it, then this is going to equal 0, and then I say the electroprint activate this 0, which shuts off not just shut off the printer, but it stops it from printing, and then jumps back to start and catches the whole thing over again. Now the reason I took the yield out of this, I know you're not supposed to do that. It's light enough for me to run over here. It's in the shoe. Put the lamp in my shoe because it's out of the way. Here we go. The problem I was having with the yield in here, and I still may have this problem, a lot of it depends on timing. If I set this for 2, and if I print 2 cables, occasionally I get 3. Like I just did. Wait a minute. Now let me eject that and start that over. That may have been from when I was at spin. Let's see what happens. I still may get 3 because they print so dang fast, which is not a big deal. Yeah, I still get 3. So I could put that yield back in to be safe because it didn't do any good. This is why I got so many cables laying around here. But, for example, if I print them down here, they print slower, as you can see. So once this gets to 2, it works, because it's not printing as fast. And I may try and experiment with this code and see if I can speed this up. Otherwise, when I want a stack of 50 cables, it's the only thing so far that I've noticed prints that fast. So if I want a stack of 50 cables, I'll just set this for 49, and then I'll get 50 cables. It's kind of a workaround, but it works. And I did this one, I just printed chutes out because like I said, I've added an extra stacker. You see it's keeping up with Amy now. Amy wouldn't unload, and I couldn't, ooh, that's getting kind of low. And I couldn't figure out why Amy wasn't loading. The whole chute system was jammed up because she overfilled it. She worked too hard. So I had to go out there and add another one, and that seems to be keeping up. And other copper. And I am going to have to automate. Oh, there's a stack of 500. We'll put that there, I think. How much glare? Yeah. And iron. Okay. So I'm going to have to automate that because that gets old after a while. Like I said, I'm waiting for my storm. My storm alarm did not work. I had something wrong in it. And I'm waiting for a storm, and this is going to be a problem because it's slowly going down. So I am going to have to add a code in there to say what's your charge. If it's too low, sit here until it's above 95 or whatever, and then go out. That'll be easy to do, but I moved Amy's mining location because she kind of mined that area out. Moved her to over there. There she is. But there you go. That's my update. This is fun to experiment with. I love this coding stuff. This code is working. Keeping these full is working perfectly. As you see, anytime something gets below 100, it automatically adds 100. That's why there's 190 iron. I was using a printer, and it got below 100, so it added 100 more. Then the same thing with copper. It added 100 more, so there's 168 in there now, and it's doing that on all of them. There's gold, it added gold to that one, and copper, because I've printed cables out like crazy. And iron here, because I've printed a bunch of chutes and a bunch of other things. And I also added, in that chutes to add, like this one, I put the solder and the, thought I did. Or maybe I moved it. I put it up here. I thought I put the electron in there. I wonder if that's not set up correctly. It isn't. So my things I added here recently are going to go flying. There they are. I thought I added that stuff. So I have to do this and that. Ooh, I'm almost out of Electrum. That doesn't surprise me. I've had to print that about 100 times already. So I had that going the wrong way. That sounds like more cobalt. So I need that to come with that. I need the junction to go the other way, stupid. No. Yes. Now. Wow, I gotta do more solder too. I have to go find lead. I'm not getting any lead. There we go. I hope I did the other ones the right way. I did. Yep, only that one. Only the one I've been adding stuff into here lately. Well, it's a lot of cobalt. I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with Amy. I didn't expect to get this much stuff out of Amy. And she's just a workhorse. Another 50. I'm good. Okay. I have to do something with these lockers too. A lot of this is temporary. Okay, so we'll leave that one there for now. I've been throwing the coal in here, so I've forgotten this. Oh. Out into the silo that's out there. Do I have a spare coal somewhere? No. I have been just letting it lay here until I get 50 of them. Alright, I think that's it for today. Remember to subscribe and like. I really wish I had... Oh, she came back and see how it didn't recharge. That is going to become an issue. I'll have to add that line in there. I really wish a storm would come, because if you ever heard somebody say that in this, because I need to test this. Just thinking of something. I can move this out further. Not charging now, so I can move this out further. Put it outside. That'll give it a little bit more charging time. Let's do that real quick. Put it as far out as I can. Probably not a whole lot further, but maybe a little bit will help. Let's see. I can put it out here. That'll give it a few more feet anyway. Don't want to get it in the way of Amy. Maybe better just go to there for now. See how that works. Alright. Did I go around the outside? Not like I have a shortage of cables at the minute. Trying to make this space a little more organized. Alright, so that should give it a little bit more range. Maybe that'll help. Okay, so that's it for today. Like I said, remember to subscribe and like. I think I showed you all my code. Did update a few codes, but I mean they're still pretty normal. I'll put all this stuff on the workshop when I get it refined. Same thing with my extra traders. I took that down because it wasn't working. It was working well, but it wasn't working the way I wanted to, and I want to spend some more time. Oh, I did get a lot more water, by the way. I went out and mined ice. Drink. Oh, I got one of these ones. That must have been buried. Well, I'm going to eat the bread. I'll save that for an emergency. But anyway, that should be everything today. Yum bread. And I shall see you in the next episode. This is my air conditioning. You know, if anybody has problems keeping their base cool on Mars, there's something wrong with you. It is so easy. I got all these windows. I was going to put shutters in, but this base is at a constant 25 degrees with one AC unit. There's no excuse, and all I have is the pipes and let's see, 8 radiators, and that keeps us cool, and it keeps the entire base closed. So if you can't keep your base cool on Mars, there's something wrong with it. And I don't have a heater because I got so much electronics in here, it's eating the air up. So I needed an AC. I got up to about 40 in here. Mining. But there you go. That's it for today. Tell me what you think. Oops, Amy's falling behind now. But that's okay. I'd rather have her fall behind. Let me know what you think. Again, subscribe and like, and we'll see you in the next episode. And you have a good day.